My next guest wants 2023 to be the year you fall in love again and with the same man. Studio 5 contributor Dr. Liz Hale says it's all within your control, that a woman can single-handedly bring a ho-hum, tired, or even failing marriage back to life. In fact, she calls women the keepers of their relationship. I love that. Liz,
indeed.
You have a question to kick things off for us.
I do. And can I first say that, of course, I created this segment mainly for wives, right? Heterosexual couples. But it could be for any couple, even those that are dating. So the most important question I have for you, dear wives, is to your husband, do you want to repel or magnetize? It's all in your corner.
Easy answer.
Yep, it's all in your lap. So what do you want, right?
And that idea of women being the keeper of their relationships.
Yeah.
There's real power there, you say.
Women are so powerful. I think we're all powerful. And we have the power to either hurt or to heal the relationship at any given moment. So really you can ask yourself, what am I going to do now? What am I going to be all about right now in this moment?
You've recently had sort of a personal and professional shift toward this idea.
That is so true. You know, I knew all there was about marriage, and then I got married. And my perspectives, if you will, changed. I realized the role and the power that I had as a woman, for better or for worse. And you know, sadly, not all marriage counseling is very effective. I hate to say this, but sometimes we have this bad rap as being marriage cancelers instead of marriage counselors. It's not all created equally, and there's some more powerful things that we can do in marriage counseling or in even coaching that are transformative, and that's what I'm all about.
To be fair, a good man is key in this too.
A good man is key. So if you have a good man and you're a good woman, you can absolutely create a marriage that is more peaceful and passionate and more loving.
The first step, you say, is sort of a look in the mirror.
Yeah, a look in the mirror. And this really all came from a book, my favorite book, actually, right? And it's one of my favorites, I should say. I always have favorites, right? But The Empowered Wife. This author, Laura Doyle, I think she's really onto something. It's really all about intimacy skills. And I got to tell you, so after being a marriage therapist for now over 30 years, these skills have enhanced my own marriage. And they've made a difference in my practice when women are willing to apply it. I have some women who will say, no way, I'm not doing that. I deserve that, and they feel suddenly that they're giving their power away, and they really miss the point. But I trust everyone that they know what's best for them.
I love that trust.
But I really do see a marvelous difference. We don't need to stay in this needless emotional turmoil. We can take action, but it starts by looking in the mirror.
And I do love that testimony that these skills that you're going to teach us today have had not just a professional, but a personal payoff.
Yes.
I talked about that look in the mirror. That comes down to self-care, which we hear a lot about this.
We do hear a lot about self-care,
What role does
don't we?
self-care play in a healthy, happy marriage?
Oh my goodness, I used to just really rebuff self-care. I thought, oh yeah, self-compassion, come on, let's get on with it. We got to make a difference in these lives of the couples that we're working with. But it is so true that if I show up to my marriage with an empty cup, I am going to be miserable. Right? Happy marriages are not made up of miserable people. So we really do have to get to the point of doing 3 things every day that bring us joy, that bring us happiness, that fill up our cup, and they could be simple things. Favorite chapter, or favorite religious reading you might like, or going for a walk, talking to a girlfriend. I love a stash of herbal teas, and I always take a new one every morning. It's little things, a shower, a longer shower, or maybe a bubble bath, things that just fill you up. It's really key, because a woman who does self-care is a happy woman, and happy women are magnetizing to their men.
I love that. It takes happy people to make up a happy marriage. That just makes sense.
Yeah.
You say there is one thing men want more than anything else, and it's not what we think.
Yes, you know, sexual relations is very important, but it is respect. Respect is oxygen to men. They crave it. And boy, I've made some grave mistakes in this area. When we first got married, we were remodeling our home, and this living room had 24-foot ceilings. Too tall, but my husband was there with his ladder. I had no idea an extension ladder could go that high. And it kept going higher and higher, and he kept climbing higher and higher. And I would say things like, "Are you sure? It doesn't look very safe. I mean, I don't know about this. I see a bow in the ladder." And he finally said to me, "Liz, you sound like my mother." Ooh, that's not good. That's not good.
It's not good to say, it's not good to hear.
That is no aphrodisiac in a marriage, right? We don't want that. And just today, I actually said to him, you know, he's in the bathroom, knock, knock. So honey, remember that time about the ladder? What should I have said? What did you want to hear? And he goes, I think I just wanted to hear that you trust me. I don't even know if I wanted to hear anything. I just wanted to know that you trust me because I did this for a living. I know what I'm doing. So respecting men is magnetizing to them.
I like how you describe it as oxygen. Respect is oxygen.
Yes.
You say if we want more love in our relationships, we need to receive more. Receive what?
Yes, we need to receive graciously. So their compliments, their gifts, oftentimes when I get a compliment about my hair from my husband, so when I first wake up in the morning, it's like, are you kidding me? You know how dirty my hair is, and you know how even the color is in the back, and we just dismiss his gifts, right? That's another kind of turnoff. It's disappointing to them. It's like taking this beautiful gift that they give us and we just slam it on the ground. I made a grave mistake. These are all my mistakes, all right? I'll just tell you. I have made them. When we first got married, Ben would gift me on my birthday beautiful roses, these gorgeous arrangements. I can't remember where he got them, but 2 years in a row he got them. And they were gorgeous and full and big, and they lasted for a day. They were beautiful. Day 2, they were drooping, and it was disappointing. One of us, I think, called to let the florist know, these didn't last very long. Is it on our end or something about the roses? And let me tell you, guess when the last time is that I've gotten roses from Ben? Then. I haven't gotten them since. It was not receiving graciously is repelling. Receiving graciously is magnetizing.
Saying thank you. And
thank you. This is beautiful. It's really all I have to say is thank you. And guess what? When I am more gracious in my receiving, I get more compliments and gifts.
There you go.
It just feeds itself.
More love, as we strive to have more love in our relationships in 2023, that's the goal on the table, means that more intimate connection, one with another. And you say vulnerability is a critical ingredient of intimacy.
It is absolutely so key. We are very powerful women. I don't want anyone hearing this segment to think that this is about women playing small. It's not. We are strong. We're a powerful force, and we can do a lot of things. As a matter of fact, we run around and we make everything perfect. And then we're looking at our husbands going, why aren't you helping me? Why aren't you doing something? But we are part of the problem. I don't know how he could ever please me because I am such a perfectionist. That's a little daunting. And plus, he doesn't want to be managed. Men don't want to be managed, so we really need to get into this vulnerable place of asking for help, or even saying, I can't. Let's see, he comes to us and wants us to iron a shirt, but I'm on my way to Pilates. It's like, I really don't want to miss my Pilates. That's my self-care. And so I say, I can't. And I know he's very capable of ironing his own shirt. So it's saying, I can't. When you can't, it's allowing the tears to flow.
Okay.
It's allowing the tears to flow when you're sick. Just recently, I've had the hardest time feeling well. And I was sitting next to Ben on the couch watching a football game, and finally I just slumped over in his lap, and I just sobbed, and I said, I just need a good cry. And he was so tender with me. And now there have been times where my tears weren't as vulnerable and they might have felt manipulative. And I got a very different response from him. And I thought, I can't believe my husband's treating me this way when I'm crying. But I was crying over him, and I think just making him feel worse about him. It's funny because when I said I just need a good cry when I was sick, he goes, just don't blame me for making you sick. Okay? He was so worried about, just don't blame me. They so want to be our hero.
Yes.
Vulnerability is magnetizing.
Oh, Liz, I love this. We're out of time, unfortunately, but you say the most fast-acting way to boost a tired relationship is to reach for that gratitude constantly. I love this concept.
Thank you. I love that you took the garbage out, even though he takes the garbage out every Monday night.
Yeah. Oh, I love how this has changed your practice and changed your own relationship. Before we say goodbye, you have a podcast called Stronger Marriage Connection, and you and your co-host, Dr. Dave, are speaking at a marriage event on February 11th.
That's right. You can go to strongermarriage.org, and you can even put in the code DRLiz for a little bit of a discount.
Love that.
See you there.
Looking forward to hearing that, and we love your podcast, too.